job hunting circles, we're now hearing a lot more about something called an e-image. So that's when recruiters and employers will look online and perhaps check out your social media pages to see what else they can find out about you beyond your resume. Now, you need to prepare for the fact that this will probably happen.
I don't think that necessarily all consultants and all employers use social media websites to vet candidates. However, we have been receiving some feedback recently that at a certain stage through that interview process, i.e. offer stage and so forth, or if they've got a few doubts, they may turn to those sites to seek answers. I would definitely recommend that you have a professional email address that you use. So not hotsexy at gmail.com. You know, a full name would be the most appropriate one to use, as well as, you know, if you have got certain photos on websites, I would encourage that perhaps those are vetted or taken down for the purpose of your interview process.
You have to remember that you are a brand. You bring your brand to the table in any job that you have. And so if your social media presence doesn't reflect the brand that you want out in the market, there's a problem and you need to be aware of it.
So my advice would be, don't put anything, this is my advice to anyone, don't put anything on the internet, on whatever site it is, that you don't want a potential boss to read. And also don't put something that could then lead other people to respond. So you might make a comment on one of your Facebook sites or MySpace saying that you had an interview at Chandler, MacLeod, and that might be an innocuous comment, but you can't control what your contacts and your friends might reply.
So if you need to, turn your Facebook page to private and think about the other ways that you've communicated out to your friends and tidy them up as well.
Potentially you can use it in a positive way if you've got professional experiences that you're talking about in a positive way, or blogs that highlight your experience and skills. That can be a very positive thing for employers when they're looking at you online.
And do consider getting yourself in on the professional sites such as LinkedIn, because they are becoming a much bigger way of looking for and sourcing candidates.
So you should certainly be conscious of the other touch points involved in the recruitment process, such as your email address to start with, because that's how they're first going to receive your CV. You might have a fun email that you use with your friends, but you might want to choose a more professional one when you're going through the job application process. Just your name is enough, at Hotmail or whatever it might be. That's normally the best way. And also you should be aware of your voicemail message on your phone. Quite often that may be the first time that an employer or recruiter hears your voice. So that is the first impression they're going to get, and after they've seen the email and the CV, of course. And so for you to leave a professional message directing them to leave a phone number, etc., for you to call them back is extremely important.
So try to align this professional person that you're putting out there on your resume with the personal. I'm not saying that everything has to be about work on your Facebook page or your Twitter account, but just make sure there's nothing offensive, leery, or something that would be a clash with the culture of the company that you hope to join.